What's cooking, guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm sharing this creamy chicken and gnocchi soup recipe since the cold weather is upon us. This is also a great recipe during the holiday season as it's so cozy. Stay tuned for the recipe and do consider subscribing if you're new here, and now let's get cooking. I'm going to start with 2 boneless chicken breasts that I've already cleaned and removed any fat from. To this, I'm adding some olive oil, about a tablespoon, so the seasonings can really stick. I have 1 heaping tablespoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of red chili flakes to add some kick, 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika, half a teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning or adobo powder, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, 1 teaspoon of black pepper or to your taste, half to 1 teaspoon of dried parsley, and some salt to my taste. And with some gloves on, I'm just going to coat the chicken breast in all those lovely seasonings to really give it flavor. I'm going to marinate this for about 30 minutes, but you can also leave it overnight if preferred. When you're ready to cook, heat up a Dutch pot or a deep pot of your choice to medium-high and add some olive oil to cook with. I added a few tablespoons. And once the oil heats up, add in the seasoned chicken breast so it can start cooking. I'm going to cook these through and get some color on them, which will take a few minutes. Turn them over and let it cook on the other side as well. Don't worry about the bits of flavor getting stuck to the pot. All of that will be going into the soup. Once the chicken is fully cooked, take this out on a cutting board or a plate and first let it rest for about 5 to 10 minutes so the juices can come together before you cut it into pieces, or you can also shred it. And in the same pot, add some more olive oil for cooking. A few tablespoons is good. Then add 1 medium onion chopped, 5 garlic cloves chopped, or 1 tablespoon of garlic paste. This is my homemade garlic paste, which I've shared how to make in a previous video this year. Mix the onions and garlic and scrape off the bottom of the pot to get those flavorful bits from the chicken and its seasonings. After a couple of minutes of cooking, add in 2 heaping tablespoons of tomato paste and mix it till it's combined with the aromatic. You'll see how the bits at the bottom have fully scraped off at this point, and now they will give the enhanced flavor to this soup base. Add in a small 7-ounce jar of sun-dried tomatoes that are in oil. You can remove them from the oil, which I should have done so the soup is not greasy, but you can always remove excess oil at the very end, which I did end up doing anyway. Mix that in as well and you'll see how rich this base is looking with a ton of flavor already. Let this cook for a few minutes till it's well incorporated. And after a few minutes, add in a whole quart of chicken stock. You can use low sodium or use homemade chicken stock if you have that. You can also use a vegetable stock if that's what you prefer. Add in a teaspoon of dried oregano, and I also added some salt to my taste. But do taste before adding more salt depending on your intake. Stir it well till it's combined and cook this till the chicken stock comes to a boil, which will take a few minutes. And then add in 2 cups of heavy cream or a non-dairy cream of your choice. Stir this well and let it cook till it comes to a boil. Lower the heat down and cover it, leaving the lid slightly open for about 15 to 20 minutes. Once it's been cooking for some time, add in the chicken. I cut it into chunks, but you can also shred it as I mentioned earlier. Mix this well and let this cook so the chicken can get flavored with that soup base, and cover it and cook for 5 minutes again. Remove the lid, and when you see this coming to a boil, add some grated fresh Parmesan cheese, which will make all the difference in the salty flavor of this soup. I added about 1/4 to 1/2 cup, but you can adjust that amount if you like. I'm a cheese lover, so I was adding as much as I wanted. And then stir the cheese in and cover with the lid slightly open again for about 10 minutes. At the very end, I'm adding a pound of gnocchi. And as per the package, this only needs a minute of cooking, so you don't want to add this any earlier. Also adding in some fresh basil for some contrast and herby flavor. And additional Parmesan cheese to finish it off. Mix it up, making sure the gnocchi is not stuck to each other, and let this come to 1 more quick boil, and the soup will be done after that. You can remove some of that grease on top, as I had mentioned before, which I did end up doing, and our creamy chicken, sun-dried tomato, and gnocchi soup is done. You can turn off the heat now and garnish it with some more basil when you're ready to serve, and a little more Parmesan cheese if you'd like to. This soup was super flavorful and very warming for the winter season. This will also be great on your holiday tables as a starter for Thanksgiving or Christmas, but on its own, it's a whole meal. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe before leaving. I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves.